What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla stock, what you should be looking out for the future. I'm also going to do some in-depth technical analysis and talk about where on earth the share price may end up going for the future, and also give you guys some big updates from Elon Musk himself and address a big kind of like claim out there that he's selling Tesla shares. Is it actually true? Is it a lie? What on earth is the data telling us? Now, before I break anything down about Tesla, before I get into any more details about Elon Musk, I do have to mention a couple of things before starting. Firstly, I'm not a financial planner. Don't take any of this as financial advice whatsoever. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. Not only benefits me, it benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last things, if you guys can, please check out the Webull link down below and in the description. If you sign up for Webull, the link down below, and deposit any amount of money into the account, you're guaranteed up to 12 free stocks, each worth up to $2,000. And the best part is, any of these 12 free stocks could be a free Tesla share. It's a limited time offer that ends in just one day. Check it out before they run out. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So Tesla was down 7.55% for the day, and the whole market is taking a bit of a hit. We are seeing lots of news coming out there about how the market's crashing, it's the end of the world, and things like that. I understand why on earth people are like super panicky right now. However, it is very important when you are trading or investing in the stock market to control your emotions. Your mind must be above your emotions when making plays, when trading, because if your emotions get the best of you, you will not be able to trade and you may make some very vacuous, illogical decisions. So for Tesla, what's going on right now? There is one thing that's very bearish that had just happened, and that's the fact that Tesla actually broke below the 206 zone. In my previous videos, I was talking about how this was a very critical level for Tesla. This 206 to about 211 to 210 range, Tesla should have actually held that if we wanted to show some signs of stability. We broke below it, and we also made a new low for the year. This is very bearish, and Tesla does look like it's coming very close to that 200 support zone. I anticipate that Tesla's going to test this very soon, 200 flat. We're going to try to hold it initially, but I do believe if the market is very bearish, if the bears really start to pile in, they do have the edge right now. It is very likely we do eventually break below 200. Am I saying this will happen on Monday? The answer is no. There's no guarantee it's going to happen exactly on Monday or Tuesday, but it could happen very, very soon in the near term future. And it might just happen on Monday. I mean, I'm just going to be as honest as possible. Tesla is still looking very bearish. So on the 5 minutes, it's very clear what ended up happening today. Tesla pushed up a bit. The whole market did get a slight push up going into like yesterday. We pushed up a little bit into open right here. Tesla went to that 226 level. I mentioned this level yesterday. If Tesla actually wanted to see a big breakout, we had to break past 226. We ended up getting a big rejection off that, and we came tumbling down pretty hard, and we tried to actually hold around this like 210 range right here, 210 to 215. We ended up just hammering all the way down, and you could see this key zone I was talking about where I highlighted this area. So right here, Tesla was trying to hold this pretty carefully, this 210 to 206 range. We ended up just getting rejected, and we just bled throughout the entire day, closing down almost 8%. So big drop from the markets. The markets are just not looking that good. If you look at SPY, the same thing is actually going on. Now, we had that very crazy day yesterday where the market crashed, got a big kind of like rally. We saw a slight continuation of the rally into open, but SPY was not able to break past 370. I mentioned yesterday, if SPY truly wanted to rally, we had to get a nice break above 370. Then we'd have the potential to fill the gap just a little bit above that. And we didn't end up doing that. We got a big rejection. We kind of saw like a fake out right over there too, followed by a big drop after that. And the SPY is very close to the lows it actually made before the big drop yesterday. So still looking pretty bearish. This is a very bearish looking candle. And it does look like we could see more and more downside from here, because right now the channel is still not looking the best. It looks like we could end up downtrending from here, and we're not making those like new highs whatsoever. We're just making those like new lows over and over again. Another thing that's very important to mention is the fact that the market makers are just manipulating the absolute hell out of the markets. They're going to push us up, then down, try to fake out retail. And this is how they make so much money off those options. That's how they manipulate these stocks. And that's what they're doing to Tesla in the overall market. That's why it's just moving like crazy. And that's the reason why patience is one of the biggest keys in this market. You have to be very patient, look for confirmation of the trend, which way we're going, and that's how you're going to be able to trade it. If you're not patient, it's going to be much, much more difficult. As far as Tesla goes, on the daily, let me actually pull this up. On the daily, we saw a continuation of this 1348 EMA cross, and the EMAs are very wide open right now. When EMAs are wide open like this is a very bearish indication that we're dropping, and we are seeing a lot of bearish momentum right there. As far as MACDs, RSI, and the other indicators go, the MACD is still pretty open right here, which is a bearish sign. RSI is oversold, but when we are in a bear market, it does not matter as much, and we are not having the same momentum as before. Overall, all the signs are pointing towards us retesting 200 very soon, and maybe even breaking below it and coming down to that, I would say that 190 range. That's a key zone too. We could come down to 190 if we don't hold 200. Now, with all the charts and everything like this, I'm going to make another video about the absolute bottom for Tesla tomorrow. But I want to now transition into Elon Musk. This whole Twitter fiasco is an absolute disaster. It's just all over the place. I don't want to go into too many details about it, but there have been a lot of people saying the reason why Tesla is trading like this is because of the fact that, oh, Elon Musk is selling Tesla shares. Now, in my honest opinion, looking at the data, doing research on that, I found no confirmation of that claim. Elon Musk has not sold Tesla shares as of right now. There are no reports about that. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's because of him. It has more to do with the overall market selling off and the fact that Tesla was actually one of the stocks that was kind of behind on the big drop that we ended up seeing. Remember the SPY, many other ETFs out there, they're already making those new lows. Tesla's just barely making new lows today for the entire year. So Tesla was a little bit behind on that. And that's the reason why the whole market is affecting it. So I wouldn't necessarily point all of this towards Elon Musk. Now, as far as Musk goes, there was a lot of like signs and very big talk about something that he did very recently. Let me actually pause this. Elon Musk basically mentioned that he's selling $1 million worth of new perfume known as burnt hair, which is pretty funny. And I think that's pretty cool. I mean, he is now exploring these new options. I know people may have different ideas. Some people are very upset with him because they want him to be a lot more focused on Tesla and less on like Twitter. I understand that, but it is what it is. I mean, he has the right to do this, and if he does have perfume, I mean, I'd be interested in trying it. Now, what else is very interesting is a big piece of news came out. That's the fact that Elon Musk is under federal investigations as of right now. This is what Twitter says in a court filing. Now, the full details about this are still unknown. We don't truly know the exact focus of the probes and what on earth is going on with federal authorities just yet. We just know that this is what many articles are saying, and there are filing reports that actually state this. So I'd be very cautious if I were Elon Musk, but I'm sure he knows exactly what he's doing. Sometimes people question that, but trust me, guys, he's a very intelligent man. I don't think he's going to end up on the bottom. I think he's going to come out on top. He just needs a little bit of time. We just need to give this whole Twitter fiasco some time too. Now, Elon Musk did tweet this on his Twitter page: the finest fragrance on Earth, excuse me, and we have this burnt hair perfume. Wow, very, very funny. And he mentioned that you could also pay in Doge, so I think that's pretty interesting. And he stated that it doesn't get more lit than this. I just think he's a very funny for things like that. Another big tweet that he mentioned is the fact that the full self-driving beta 10.69.3 is coming out very soon, next week. This could be very interesting as we are seeing big improvements being made to the way it's making turns. I did see a lot of investors actually mention this and some engineers too. So hopefully we see more improvements every single day. That's good for the long-term future fundamentals. And also I saw this tweet right here that came out from Tesla. Your Tesla now shows energy consumed versus projected and gives range tips. So that's actually a very interesting feature that we now have on these Teslas. It gives you a very good projection of how much energy will be used. And I think this can be very useful for drivers that are very curious about these things and how much like life they have left and things like that. So very interesting updates are continuing to happen to the stock. For fundamentals, as of right now, Tesla has strong fundamentals. However, we are entering an earnings recession, in my honest opinion. We are going to start to see some profits start to evaporate and slow down for a lot of these big companies. So when this ends up happening, it's going to have a negative effect on Tesla. And I really want to see how they react to this in their next earnings coming up very, very soon. So with Tesla's earnings coming out very soon, watch out for those big updates. Get ready for what on earth is to come. And for the short term, it is still looking more bearish from a technical standpoint. I wanted to make this video a little bit shorter than usual, so please remain calm, cool, and collected. Get ready for the weekend, enjoy it, and I will most definitely see you guys in the next one. Tesla to the moon, because the long-term future is still incredibly bright, and peace out.